Hey guys, it's Shades here from Family Amino Raids, and I'm here for a sort of tutorial for you guys today on an attack strategy that I've been developing over the last few weeks. Uh, like I said, it's a sort of unusual attack. You don't see this much. And like every other attack, it has its benefits, it has its weaknesses, and it has certain bases that's going to be good and bad against. But I honestly believe that if used correctly on the correct type of base, that this attack is a very viable strategy for Th8. So what I'm going to call this is sort of like a GoDrag attack. And the main purpose of this attack is taking, in what my opinion, the two most powerful Th8 war attack strategies are, which is in my opinion Goho and dragons. Basically, that's just my opinion. Some of you guys will disagree, some of you guys won't, but that's just my opinion. So what I thought was, if you can take the kill squad, the core of the attack from the Goho, and you're taking the dragons obviously from your dragon attack, you're mixing it together and you're making basically a GoDrag attack. So this video is basically going to be about how you can execute this attack, how to plan for an attack like this, and what to look for in a base when wanting to do a GoDrag attack. As far as the army composition goes, it's going to differ, guys, depending on different sort of things. The kill squad's going to differ a lot. You can bring Valks with your kill squad, you can bring witches, you can bring just plain, golems and wizards, your regular stuff. You can bring a P.E.K.K.A, you can bring whatever you really want, to be honest. For this particular attack that I'm going to be showing you, I'm going to be showing you a few different attacks, one or two, but for this first attack, I'm going to be using Valkyries. And that's mainly because you can see the core of this base is pretty clumped together, and I can reach all three of these zero defenses pretty easily with my kill squad. So what you want to look for in a base like this is a base where you can reach at least two of the air defenses pretty easily with a small kill squad. And I've got to stress a small kill squad. You don't want to be going over half your army with your kill squad, because you want at least, I'd say at least 4 dragons, but I usually like to aim for 5. For this particular attack, like I said, I'm going to be using Valkyries. As you can see, I'm going to basically, my aim of my kill squad is to try and get these 3 air defenses down right here with the kill squad. So I'm just going to be using, may as well just use black for the kill squad. And my aim of this attack, of this kill squad, is to get down these 3 air defenses right here. Okay, so the second thing you want to look for in a base like this is a base where the archer towers are all pretty spread out. Let's just use green for the archer towers. As you can see, we've got one here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. Really spread out archer towers, really. This is good because this means your dragons can take them on one by one. They're not getting, free, maybe even 2 free archer towers plus an air bomb, an air mine. They'll wreck your drags, especially since you've only got 4 or 5 dragons. So make sure they're nice and spread out. So for this base, I had a look at this base, and I looked at it, and I seen all 3 of these air defenses are pretty acceptable from this sort of bottom right side of the base. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go with my kill squad. I'm going to bring 1 golem, guys. In fact, the first thing that I did on this attack was I actually brought 1 or 2 hogs. I actually think I brought 3 hogs, and I used it right up here on this air defense, archer tower right here, and I just sent in 3 hogs to get the CC lure. Obviously, I brought the dragon, or the CC over to the side. And I brought the CC over to the side, and I did the barb wizard trick with this CC. Now, you just basically want to take care of that CC. It depends what you have. Like, you can take out the CC on the go, to be honest. You can just ignore the CC if you want, as long as you can get at least 2 air defenses. If on this base I was able to get all 3. But if you can only get 2 air defenses, you just want to zap quick the other one. It's cool. It's no problem, you know. Just zap quick another one. Like, it's pretty simple. Like I said at the start, there's different variations of this attack. You can bring a few hogs to get 1 air defense. If you can do that, that's brilliant. If you want to use a zap quick, that's brilliant. If you want to use 2 separate kill squads, 2 small kill squads, that's brilliant. But I'd recommend you use at least 4 dragons for this attack. So what I done is I brought my golem. I put it in right here. Then I got my wizards. Just created my funnel, simple stuff. Obviously got my wizard. Hold on, sorry guys. Wizard here, wizard here, wizard here. Just basically created the funnel. Wall breaker in right here. Sorry guys. It's not letting me draw a cross. There we go. I don't know why. Basically, a wall break 10 right here. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. Basically, wall break 10 right here. We go. Then I sent in my king and my Valkyries. So I brought 5 Valkyries for this attack. Let's make them orange. Obviously, put them in there. Plus my king. I brought a heal spell for them just to get them along. I healed right about here. You guys will see. Because I wanted them to stay alive pretty much this whole kill squad phase of the attack. And I also brought Quad Quake. Now, you guys can really bring whatever you want, just as long as, like I keep stressing guys, you've got to be able to get out, I'd say at least 2 air defenses. If you can only get 1 air defense, GoDrag isn't going to be that powerful, because 4 dragons, even just 1 air defense, is just going to, you know, demolish them. So I quad quaked right about here, guys, and I just opened all that up. Got my drags going right in and got them under heal, and I took down all 3 of those air defenses. The next thing that you want to do is you want to start your dragon phase of the attack, and you want to start it really early, especially after the new update, guys, where we're back to 3 minutes on the timers again. So I'm just gonna make dragons. What should I make them, like pink, or I'll make them pink, right? And I went for 3 dragons on the top here. So I just put 3 dragons on the top, like that. They all went in like that. I put 1 on this right side right here, and I put 1 on this left side right here. And you guys will see that. Obviously this area, arch tower's down. I used a few balloons to go with the dragon on this left side right about here. I'll make that red real quick. I used, I think, 2 balloons just right here, just to help out this dragon here. And I used the rage, guys. I brought a rage as well, and I used the rage right here, guys, right about here, just to help the dragons really get through that town hall, through these defenses basically. And from this point, it's just clean up. You know, I had a few extra wizards. I had a few extra barbarians, I'm pretty sure, and you basically just want to get your cleanup underway as soon as possible. Time is your biggest opponent, believe it or not. Time and black air mines is your two biggest enemies when you're doing this attack, because that's what's gonna really screw up your raid. If you put 1 dragon in and on one side, and you're like, oh, there's only 1 arch tower there, I can pick that off and I can put my majority of my dragons on the other side. And you hit a black air mine, that could screw you over, that could screw your whole raid over. So you want to make sure you're careful. That and Teslas, obviously, because that's the element of surprise almost can catch by surprise. There did end up being some Teslas, but I just had to sort of work with it, and yeah. So I'm going to show you guys the replay, and then we're going to go on to the second attack, and then we'll come back at the end with some final words. If you guys have any questions on this attack tutorial, please let me know down in the comments, guys, and I'll help you guys as much as I can. We're going to have some other tutorials and stuff as well, but I thought this was quite an interesting attack. I've been developing it over the last few weeks, and I've had a decent success rate with it, actually, guys. I had one or two fails on multiplayer, but I've never failed this attack strategy anymore. So, let's get straight to it, guys. Okay, guys, so I'm going to be showing you guys the attack now. I'm going to make a few points, maybe pause it a few times in between, but I'm just going to let you guys watch it for the main part. And yeah, so I quad quaked this middle compartment right at the start of the raid. I didn't want to have to worry about it later. I wanted my valves to go straight in there. And then I'm going to start pulling the CC. So right here, I've got 3 hogs going in. Taking that archer tower, that's a free building that's going to hit my dragons. So it's definitely worth it to bring. You know, if you have to sacrifice 2 free hogs, just go for it. That's cool. I could have got the lure with 1 hog easily, but I wanted that archer tower as well. That's important. The CC kill is important, right? And I'll tell you why. You guys need to practice this, because with this attack, because you're going to have your dragons and your kill squad, you're going to have to be very careful with your wizards, because you're going to have very few of them. You want to use as few wizards for your CC kill as possible. Get practice with, using your bar wizard trick, or whether you would rather, use a dragon to take out their CC. You guys can really use whatever you would like, but if you're going to be using the bar wizard trick, which I find the best in my opinion, make sure you practice this, because it's important you don't waste a single wizard at all. Since you're going to have so few of them. I only brought, I believe, 6 or... Yeah, I only brought 5 wizards to this attack. Next I use my golem in. I'm going to wall break in as soon as there's no fire coming in. Then I put my wizard down for the funnel, all my Valkyries down, and I healed them right about that Tesla, you guys will see in a second. The king did go walkies a bit on this one. He went around the side for some reason. You guys will see it in a second. But anyway, the Valks went straight in, and as soon as they're in that core, they're going to tear apart it. This is important, guys. You want to make sure you heal your Valks so they stay alive, and get your dragons in as soon as possible, guys. You want them in straight away, only because dragons are slow, guys. I'm sure most of you know that, and you're going to run low on time if you don't get them in super quickly. So as soon as, you don't want to put the dragons down when the air defenses are gone. You want to put the dragons down as the air defenses are being targeted by the Valks. So as soon as you see the air defenses starting to be targeted, starting to be hit, put your dragons down straight away, guys, and get them down. Then I've got my dragon on the left, I believe, which you guys will see in a second. As soon as this air defense goes down, there we go. I got this dragon down on the left straight away with the 2 balloons. To take out that archer tower. Then I put a dragon on the right, and then obviously you guys will see there's a hut here. I still had a rage just to speed things up, really. I still had a hut here and a hut here, but luckily I was good on time. I had a few wizards for cleanup, one over here, you guys will see, and yeah, I used that rage to just rage up that dragon on the town hall, get him through there much quicker, guys. A few of the bombs in the middle went off. Sorry about that, guys. A few of the bombs in the middle went off, but yeah, I've still got the majority of my dragons alive. I've lost 1 so far. I'm going to lose another one down the bottom here. I've got 3 dragons up the top. One of them splits, which is really good because he goes to get that builder hut. At this point, I had about a minute left in the raid, and obviously 3 dragons versus 1, well, 4 dragons versus 1 Tesla is obviously going to be a 3-star, guys. So I pulled this one out the bag. It was a pretty nice attack. I'm just going to show you guys this one for today. I'm going to do a part 2 of this tutorial probably soon, next week or so, guys. I'm also going to be upgrading to 10.9 soon on this account, so hopefully you guys are excited for that. I'll get some 10.9 content going. But I will get another attack of this GoDrag strategy for you guys out, hopefully as soon as possible. But for now, this is going to be part 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this strategy. If you have any questions, please drop it in the comments, and I will get back to you guys as soon as possible, and make it as clear as I possibly can, make it as helpful as possible, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So if you did, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.